Her name is Ramona, and she's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. She's 9 years old, and if you could see her brown eyes, I know you'd agree with me that God gave her those eyes for two reasons and two reasons only. So that she could see and so that she could be seen, not necessarily in that order. She's about 1 foot tall, and she has the distinctive black, white, and tan markings you'd expect to find on a beagle mix. I did mention she's a dog, right? Well, I know I mentioned she's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen because she's constantly reminding me of that fact, specifically when she jumps up on the bed, an event I've been privileged to witness not just once, but many times. Now, I know you're thinking two things. One, what the hell's so impressive about a dog jumping up on the bed? And two, even if that were somehow impressive, why would seeing the same thing over and over again continue to impress? Well, recently I noticed something about Ramona. Actually, I guess I noticed it not so recently, but I didn't want to admit what I was seeing. When it got to the point where I couldn't ignore it anymore, I took her to the vet, and I watched the vet put her fingers this close to Ramona's eyes and flick them at her, like this. Ramona didn't flinch. She didn't blink. She's blind. And she jumps up on the bed. She's about 1 foot tall. She's got stubby little beagle legs. She can't see a damn thing, and in case I haven't mentioned it, it probably wouldn't kill her to lose a few pounds. And she jumps up on the bed. And does continuing to see that over and over again continue to impress me over and over again? I haven't been counting, but if I've seen that 1,000 times, when I go home tonight and see number 1001, it will take my breath away. When I watch that little warrior march up to the bed, measure the height of the bed with her nose, take a step back, nervously tap dance for a few seconds while she screws up her courage, and then launch herself through the darkness to the object of her desire. I hope that not 1,000 times, but one time in my life, I can make another human being feel the way she makes me feel. Every time I see that leap of faith, that object lesson in courage and determination, that furry little reminder that most of my problems pale to the point of invisibility in comparison with a true obstacle. I fell for her the first day I saw her at the shelter, but I realize now my attitude toward her has always been condescending, insulting. I've always thought of her as cute, playing with her toys, taking extended naps, diving into her food bowl with reckless abandon. I didn't really understand her at all. Her name is Ramona, and she's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. But it's taken 9 years and the loss of one of her senses for me to see her as she truly is, as she always has been. And she's blind.